नमस्कार, मैं हूँ बॉबी और स्वागत है आपका हील योर लाइफ में। आज हमारे जो गेस्ट हैं, इनका नाम जितना अनोखा है, इनका काम भी उतना ही अनोखा है। वेल, शी वर्क्स ऑन मेंटल हेल्थ, बट बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो मेंटल हेल्थ पे काम कर रहे हैं। बहुत थेरेपिस्ट हम इंटरव्यू कर चुके हैं, बट ये खुद मेरे दिल के बहुत करीब है। बिकॉज मैं गुरु शब्द यूज़ नहीं करना चाहूँगी, बट या मैं इनका जो इनकी जो फिलोसॉफी है, द वे शी टेक्स लाइफ एंड द वे शी टेक्स इट एंड द वे शी लीड्स इट, ये मुझे बहुत इंस्पायर करता है और करते आया है काफ़ी सालों से। और इसीलिए मेरे पास लाइक आई एम लूजिंग वर्ड्स टू एक्सप्लेन हाउ आई फील फॉर हर एंड हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट शी इज़। बट चलिए हम डायरेक्टली इन्हीं से बात करते हैं और इन्हीं से जानते हैं इनकी जर्नी के बारे में और इनके काम के बारे में। स्वागत है आपका फ़कीरा जी हमारे शो पे आने के लिए और आपका वैल्यूएबल टाइम देने के लिए। तो पहले तो हम शुरू करेंगे, मैं भी बहुत इंटरेस्टेड हूँ जानने के लिए कॉर्पोरेट ज़िंदगी से जो लाइफ, स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ आप जी रहे हैं काफ़ी अरसे से। तो ये जंप कहाँ से और कैसे शुरू हुआ?
मुझे नहीं लगता ये एक जंप था, क्योंकि मेरे हिसाब से जो भी लिविंग है, चाहे वो इंसान हो, चाहे वो फूल हों, पेड़ हों, मेरे हिसाब से एवरी लिविंग बीइंग इज स्पिरिचुअल. It's just that we are not able to access it in every moment of our lives. So ये एक जंप नहीं था. It's just that I was working with many different organizations and suddenly I was doing something else. तो जैसे मैंने 2010 तक अलग अलग संस्थाओं के साथ काम किया. कुछ कॉर्पोरेट थी, कुछ NGOs थे. और उसके बाद मुझे मन था कि मुझे 2 महीने माउंटेनियरिंग करने जाना है. और मुझे उन्होंने छुट्टी नहीं दी, तो मैंने कहा ओके, आई लीव द जॉब. And when I left the job, when I went for mountaineering, I realized I'm pregnant.
Okay.
So during that 1 month, I was doing hardcore mountaineering course. I had a feeling I'm pregnant, but I got to know after I finished the course. जब वो ख़त्म हुआ तो मैंने डिसाइड किया कि जब बच्चा आ रहा है तो मुझे नौकरी नहीं करनी है. I would like to be present with my child physically. I don't want कि मुझे ऐसे केयर टेकर्स को रखना पड़े और मैं जाके नौकरी करूं, मुझे पता ही नहीं कि बच्चा दिन में क्या कर रहा है या उसकी क्या मूवमेंट्स हो रही हैं. So for me, I think even though I was living what I am today, also I was living very much similarly even when I was working with corporates. But suddenly that close connection with the child, looking at the child, feeding the child, and tears are just flowing. It was such an immense experience. And at that time, I was very poor in terms of finances. But nothing bothered because it was such an amazing feeling that you have a life in front of you that came out of you. So it was like I was intoxicated.
Okay.
So I never felt that now the child is there, I can't do this and I can't do that, I can't go there and I can't travel and I can't do that. वो चीज़ें ही नहीं थी. Very simple that, oh, now life will be a little different. That was it. It was never, I never felt that it will be a hindrance in something.
Okay. So now as you have been practicing, अभी तो आप प्रोफेशनली भी हम कह सकते हैं कि आप प्रैक्टिस करते हो और क्लाइंट्स को क्यूटी बुलाते हो, राइट?
Cuties.
क्यूटीज तो ये जो क्यूटीज तक पहुंचने का जर्नी और ये प्रोफेशनली कर रहे हो आप, सो व्हाट इज द मोडालिटी दैट यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग, लाइक क्या कहेंगे इसको हम?
You mean to say the techniques
Yeah,
and the
techniques
tools
and
that I
tools. Yeah,
use?
yes, very much.
So a lot of people gave me names for these tools and techniques. Somebody said that I use provocative coaching. So I googled provocative coaching and I found out that, oh, direct questioning is called provocative coaching and something like this exists. So I did not know that my practice was that because I did not study with different mentors. I did came across many people, and like you have been my teacher, a lot of my friends have been my teacher, but it's more with the consciousness that I could feel that, oh, I'm learning this from this person.
Yeah.
And then I practiced on my own. Like, for example, there's somebody who's like my mother's age. And once she said, I was sad about something, and she said, because somebody said something to me. And she said that that person is just a reflection. It stayed with me. And that one sentence could help me see a lot of other things. So these were my learnings when I would meet people and I would gather these treasures from other people. And then applying for me is very easy.
Okay.
Once I get it, it's very easy for me. It's like I'm collecting magic from many people around me. I failed in psychology for 5 years. And my professor passed me because he knew the kind of work I was already doing with people.
Okay.
So books never entered my head. I cannot read. I can read, but I cannot finish a book. Then somebody said that you use psychodrama. Then I Googled psychodrama. Then I found a teacher of psychodrama. Then I met him. I also did few sessions with him. Because I don't want to use these names to tell people that, oh, I use provocative coaching, I use psychodrama, or I use this, or I use that. Just to explain them, these are the kind of things I do, but I have not studied that. But I've met a couple of mentors from this field. Most of the work that I do, actually all the work that I do is intuitive. It's very random. When I'm working with somebody, my mind is completely shut.
Okay.
So I sometimes don't even know why I give a task to this person and what will this task do for this person. But I completely surrender to that. And whether I'm doing group work, whether I'm doing individual personal work with somebody, whether I'm working with a couple, it's very, very intuitive. It comes and I tell this person to do this, and then magic rolls. Yeah.
Wow. It's like, you know, the source. And
Actually,
yeah,
I met
it's like so.
one healer in Egypt when I was doing some workshops there, and I was sitting in front of her. She attended one of my workshops, and she said exactly the same thing, that when you're working with people, your crown is open.
Yeah.
So
You become the source, kind of.
you can say that, we can say that, but also I don't want to put myself above anybody, because anybody can access it. We all can access it. All the spiritual teachers, the knowledge that they have,
True.
we all can access it, because everything is in us. It's just that sometimes we need somebody to guide us. Sometimes it takes time for us to access it. But I always tell people that we have love for everybody in this world, but we are not able to access it all the time. Suppose you're walking on the road and you fall down. Somebody comes and picks you up and takes you to the hospital. You will feel immense love and gratitude for that person.
Absolutely.
Where is this coming from? It was already there. It's coming from because it got triggered by this little gesture that person showed you. So similarly, everything always exists in us. Like if I want to be angry, I can be angry because it's there.
Yeah.
And any little thing can trigger me and I can blow everything.
True.
So similarly, this knowledge, awareness, consciousness, everything exists in us all the time. It's just that sometimes we choose to access, sometimes we don't know how to access. And a guide or a book sometimes helps, a quote sometimes helps us to access. So there are many, many ways that we can access it.
So true, so true. And one more thing I would like not one more, there are other things also. As you're doing workshop, you work on one-on-one people, you're doing those things. So what do you think now people are, मतलब कौन सी ऐसी चीज़ है जो अक्सर आपको लगता है कि ये बहुत ही कॉमन हो रहा है कि बहुत ज़्यादा ये प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है?
यार पता कॉमन मेरे हिसाब से ना 10 ही चीज़ें हैं जो सारी दुनिया खेल रही है आपस में और 10 ही सीक्रेट है जो हम एक दूसरे से छुपा रहे हैं, और ये सारी कहानी सीक्रेट्स की है. कि किसी को पता ना चल जाए कि मैंने ये कर दिया है, तो मैं झूठ बोलूँगी और फिर उसकी वजह से मुझे बहुत सारी कहानियाँ बनानी पड़ेंगी, मुझे एंग्जाइटी हो जाएगी, मुझे डिप्रेशन हो जाएगा, और या मुझे ये इंसान मेरी लाइफ में चाहिए और वो इंसान नहीं चाहता मेरी लाइफ में, तो मैं सैड हो जाऊँगी या मैं डिप्रेस हो जाऊँगी, या मेरे ट्रस्ट इश्यूज आ जाएंगे या अबैंडनमेंट इश्यूज आ जाएंगे। तो मुझे लगता है ये एक 5-10 चीज़ें ही हैं जो ये सारी कॉमन है पूरी दुनिया के लिए। डिवाइड कर लो, पूरी दुनिया कितने उसमें बटी हुई है ना, कि हमें लगता है कि हम अकेले ही झेल रहे हैं, बट हमारी इंटेंसिटी डिफर कर जाती है। कि हो सकता है कि मुझे एक स्केल 0 to 10 के स्केल पे हो सकता है मुझे 7 गुस्सा आता है
जी,
किसी और को 4 आता है, तो हो सकता है मेरी एंग्जाइटी जो है 10 है, बट हो सकता है आपकी एंग्जाइटी 2 हो, तो वो इंटेंसिटी डिफर करती है। बट अगेन all this chaos and all these issues are there in everybody's life. डिपेंड करता है कि आपको क्या ज़्यादा ट्रिगर करेगा। तो अब मैं बोलूँ कि there are many people who approach me for anxiety, there are many people who approach me for relationship solutions, issues, जो भी आप कहना चाहें। तो ऐसे ये नहीं बोल सकते कि ये ज़्यादा है या ये ज़्यादा है या ये ज़्यादा है
जी।
ये ऑनेस्टली, जैसे मैंने बोला कि 10 चीज़ें हैं, तो पूरी जो दुनिया की पॉपुलेशन उसको 10 में डिवाइड कर लो, उतना है। मेरे हिसाब से हो सकता है कि बाकी आपके हिसाब से कुछ और हो।
नहीं, आप सही बता रहे हो, बिल्कुल। आप जब बोल रहे हो तो मैं इट्स सो ट्रू, इट्स 100% ट्रू एक्चुअली। यही है कि 4 चीजें हैं कि अलग अलग इंटेंसिटी से हम खेल रहे हैं,
हाँ,
अलग अलग चीजें, अलग वोकैबुलरी यूज कर रहे हैं कि सेम इमोशन को एक्सप्रेस करने में, बस यही फर्क है हमारे में। इट्स सो ट्रू। तो फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल किसी एक चीज़ को उठा लेते हैं, ठीक है। जैसे कि लोग रिश्ते में रहना भी चाहते हैं और फिर रिश्ते से भागना भी चाहते हैं एट द सेम टाइम। अ पर्सन इज लोनली विदाउट अ रिलेशनशिप इन टूडेज वर्ल्ड, ठीक है। और उस पर्सन ही और शी इज नॉट इवन श्योर कि रिलेशनशिप चाहिए नहीं चाहिए, ये भी श्योर नहीं है, बट कुछ चाहिए। जस्ट बिकॉज कुछ चाहिए दे गेट इनटू रिलेशनशिप, एंड वंस दे गेट इनटू द रिलेशनशिप दे वांट टू रन अवे अगेन, ठीक है। ईदर ऑफ वन। व्हाई डज दिस हैपन?
इसमें ना एक वर्ड है, ये शब्द फ्रीडम, इसका बहुत बड़ा रोल है। ऑटोनॉमी, फ्रीडम। अब फ्रीडम का जो मतलब है ना, फ्रीडम का मतलब ये नहीं है कि मैं जो चाहूँ कर लूँ। फ्रीडम का मतलब है कि आप किसी भी स्थिति में क्या आप फ्री महसूस कर सकते हैं। तो अब वो स्थिति एक रिलेशनशिप भी हो सकती है। अब रिलेशनशिप में कमिटमेंट्स हैं, रिलेशनशिप में जैसे मेरी कुछ नीड्स हैं, आपकी कुछ नीड्स हैं। अब हम उन नीड्स के बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं कि मेरी क्या ज़रूरतें हैं इस रिलेशनशिप से या आपसे, या आपकी क्या ज़रूरतें हैं मुझसे या इस रिलेशनशिप से। हम क्या बातें करते हैं, हमारी जो कहानी शुरू होती है वो ये कि फ्रीडम, अगर आपने कमिटमेंट मांगी तो मैं भाग जाऊंगी, और अगर आप कमिटमेंट नहीं देंगे तो मैं आपके पीछे पड़ी रहूंगी। आप मुझे चाहिए भी, आप मुझे नहीं भी चाहिए, क्योंकि ना आप मुझे फुली एक्सेप्ट कर पा रहे हैं ना मैं आपको फुली एक्सेप्ट कर पा रही हूँ। अब वो फुली एक्सेप्टेंस का मतलब क्या है? हो सकता है मेरी नीड ये है कि मैं आपसे रिश्ता चाहती हूँ और मैं आपके साथ 3 महीने रहूंगी और 9 महीने मुझे ट्रैवल करना है। वो कोई भी रीज़न से ट्रैवल करना है, चाहे मेरा काम है, चाहे मुझे घूमने का शौक है, लेकिन आपकी वो नीड नहीं है। सो यू ऑल्सो वॉन्ट अ रिलेशनशिप विद मी, but your need is that my partner stays with me 24/7.
Okay.
So now how do we find
A solution to it?
A common ground where your needs are met and my needs are met and we are still together?
How does that magic work again?
See, it depends that how much are you willing. See, जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना कि रिलेशनशिप का मतलब है, आप चाहे अपनी रिलेशनशिप आप अपने माँ बाप से ले लो या अपने दोस्तों से ले लो, हर रिलेशनशिप में ना आपको एक दूसरे की तरफ बढ़ना पड़ता है। आप ऐसे एक पॉइंट पे नहीं खड़े होके बोलोगे कि मैं तो यही चाहते हूँ या चाहता हूँ और आप आगे बढ़िए। तो उस चक्कर में क्या होता है, जब दोनों आगे नहीं बढ़ते हैं तो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होएगी ही होएगी। एंड इसीलिए आज की डेट में बड़े कम रिलेशनशिप्स देखने को मिलते हैं जहाँ पर आप कपल्स को खुश देखते हैं.
जी.
छोड़ो कपल्स को, छोड़ो आप एनी रिलेशनशिप, पिक अप एनी रिलेशनशिप, देयर आर सो मेनी एक्सपेक्टेशंस and I don't want to budge from my expectation. But also authenticity. There is very, very less honesty and authenticity in any relationship.
True.
That I love you because blah 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 blah. अगर हम वो blah 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 को काट दें तो बहुत आसान हो जाएगी जिंदगी. I love you simple. मुझे तुम्हारे साथ रहना है और मुझे ये चीजें भी करनी है, चलो देखते हैं हम कैसे कर सकते हैं. बहुत सिंपल. जैसे आज की डेट में मोनोगमी और पॉलीगमी is a huge thing. So some people want to explore other partners, still want this one particular partner for life, but they also want to experience other people.
Yes.
Now it's a huge thing if you are monogamous and I'm poly, it will be a huge clash.
Sure.
Now talking about why do you have this need of monogamy? Is it coming from possessing? Do you want to possess me? Do you feel jealous? So talking about how does polygamy impact you? What is your real reason that you want to be monogamous? Maybe for you it's okay, I just can only have one partner because I have so many other things also in my life going on. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy with one partner. I don't want to deal with too many partners. But somebody who's a poly, it may be difficult for that person. So that person may feel that restricted with one partner. So now, if both of them want to be together, but they have different needs, then they really have to work on those needs and why these needs are there, and why am I giving responsibility to you to fulfill my need, to meet my need. So there are step-by-step process in the sense that first talking about needs of each other, then can we meet somewhere rather than fighting and blaming.
Hammering, yeah.
But can we meet somewhere? If we cannot meet, how can we consciously move apart, not from each other's lives, but consciously move apart to be with somebody else? But we don't call it conscious moving away, but we call it breakup.
Breakup, yeah.
And then blames, and that breakup prolongs. वो 1 साल तक आप एक दूसरे को ब्लेम करते रहते हो. So we love drama.
Yes, true. हाँ, ये एक है कि ब्रेकअप हो गया, फिर वो ब्रेकअप का बहुत लंबा 1 साल तो आप कम बता रहे हो. बहुत
मतलब 1 साल ले लो, 6 महीने ले लो, 2 साल ले लो, 5 साल
बहुत-
भी लग जाते हैं.
हाँ.
Like
Cribbing,
I
yeah,
can
I
give
know,
you an
yeah.
example of one person I met in a workshop very recently. He was holding on to this for past 5 years. They haven't spoken to each other in 5 years, but he was holding on to it. And then when we did a couple of processes with him, finally he was able to let go of that hurt, that sadness, how he was blamed. So I only know one part of the story. I don't know the other side of the story. But he was feeling blamed. He was feeling hurt and sad. And he was sitting with this for 5 years.
God.
So sometimes it can take lifetime. Sometimes
Oh my God. 5
I'm out
years,
of it.
Yeah, 5 years is too much to, Oh God.
invest your energy in that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's too long to waste your 5 years of your one life.
And then we cover everything under I love you.
Yeah. एक बार बहुत लंबी बात है, ये पुरानी बात है, आपने आई लव यू का बहुत अच्छा से डेफिनेशन दिया था मुझे. मैं
बता दो.
कि आई लव यू में पहले आई ही आ रहा है ना, अपने बारे में ही सोच रहे हो. It's even the word I love you, like first is I and then last is you. So it's not completely a selfless, thing.
I'll give you an example that I'm working with many people with. I don't use the word addiction with substance. I
Yeah.
use the word attachment or support system, because for them it's a support system. So I'm working with one person where she expressed that it's difficult for her to wean off weed. Then I said, okay, let's do a little role play with weed. So I made her sit in front of the weed, and I said that express your gratitude to it because it came in your life when you needed support, and then weed came in your life as support system. Because when you have that, you're able to function and deal with the rest of the world. So her situation, her condition was like that when she would smoke up, she will be able to deal with the rest of the world and do her work and things like that.
Yeah.
I said, right now, it's very important for you to see it as a support system and not push it. For example, somebody knocks on your door. You open the door. If you know the person, you invite the person in, right?
Yeah.
You would offer water. If you don't know the person, do you push that person away and say, just go, I don't want you, I don't know you? You don't react like that, right? You would ask, I don't know you, for what reason you came here?
Yeah.
You're not threatening that person. So similarly, when we push things away, it could be our emotions, it could be substances that we are attached to, they play a role of support in our lives. So also, say I'm working with somebody with anxiety, I would ask that person to chat with the anxiety. So I would become that person's anxiety, and I would say, let's have a conversation and tell me how anxiety has helped you. Before we talk about how you're feeling overwhelmed with this anxiety, but let's talk about how anxiety helps you. So basically, connecting with everything that you have within you. So we are like a big puzzle.
Yeah.
And we have many, many pieces. I'm a daughter, I'm a mother, I'm a healer, I'm a teacher, I'm a friend, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm anxious, I am hungry. All these are little puzzle pieces of me. And it's up to me which piece I want to make bigger and which piece I want to make smaller. So having a conversation with my anxiety and then requesting my anxiety that you're taking too much space and I would like to reduce that space. It's like talking to a friend. I would say, hey Bobby, let's meet for tea, but I can only meet for 1 hour.
Yeah.
I cannot spend the whole evening with you because I also would like to do other things. Similarly, yes, my dear anxiety, you're coming. I acknowledge your presence. So acknowledgement is very important. Like when I meet you, I acknowledge, oh, this is Bobby, and then I hug you. So I'm accepting your presence. So accepting the presence of anything that is going on within me. And then requesting, hey Bobby, can we just do it within 1 hour? Because I would like to go and do some other things. Because I'm approaching you like this, you would be humble enough to cater to my need.
Yeah.
And these kind of processes really, really help people to bring down, say, anxiety from 0 to 10 to maybe from 10 to 3, maybe 10 to 5 to begin with. But then again, it's not just one time. Continuity is,
Has to be there.
yeah, it is needed. It is must. I would also like to talk about how sometimes as a parent, especially the teen age, because at that time, we all are going through so many things. So there are so many physical changes that are happening to our body. Emotionally, a lot of things are, shifting, and a lot of new compartments are being built. We understand autonomy at that time. Oh, my space, my life, my private space. And as a parent, we forget that we were teenager too. We had similar needs. If not same, we had similar needs. I would love to spend more time with my friends. Oh, I am comparing my body constantly with my friend. I am not as pretty or as sexy as my friend is or somebody else is in the room. Now, I don't have any outlet to talk about it because My parents have expectations list. You should behave like this. Your needs, put them on the side. We don't even create a space where we can talk openly. Okay, now you're 13 or you're 14. How do you see yourself? Would you like to share what is happening in your life? Do you need any support? Even these words are very rare. I'm sure some families do that, but not all the families.
All the family do that, yeah.
So sometimes at that age, teenagers get lost in terms of, get lost in the sense like they may develop certain kinds of mindset about their own bodies, mindset about their choices. Sometimes there is suppression, and so those kind of things do not let them, fully, like, oh, this is exactly I am and this is fully me. Can you accept me?
Exactly, ये खुद की acceptance नहीं होती होगी शायद बच्चों को, because I can relate to this, like, accepting your own body also, it's a big thing at that point of time when you feel that you're not accepted enough. Enough can be any amount.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
See, as I said, Bobby, that sometimes these things come from inside, that I'm enough.
Yeah.
But sometimes we need outside triggers.
Validations.
Because outside triggers are constantly triggering us that you are not good enough.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I can give you an example of my own child. She's 12, she's thin, she's lean. And sometimes people make comments on her that, oh, you don't eat enough food. What does that mean? Your body's not enough. So these little labels that we receive while we grow up, it becomes very big piles in us. So if somebody says that whatever shape, size you are, you're perfect. You're amazing as you are. But how many people even tell us? How many people tell us from here?
Not much.
A lot of people may tell us from here, but how many people tell us from here? Because when you tell somebody from here, it reaches there. And then I will buy that, because it will be very direct and very deep. It will move something inside me. And then I will be able to say, yes, I'm good enough. It doesn't matter how my body looks. It doesn't matter what I do in my life. I'm accepted at least by this person. So you become my safe space. So that safety, all the work that I do with people is basically creating safe space within them. Because that's what we are looking for. Suppose
Yes.
I want to go party in the night. I will ask 2 or 3 friends because I don't feel safe going alone. I don't know what will happen there. So similarly, when I want to share my secrets, I would want to share it with somebody who would not share it further.
Further, yeah.
Because I'm looking for an emotional safe space. So how to build this container within myself? How can I feel safe within myself? The moment I start accepting, it's okay that I get anxious. It's okay that I get depressed. It's okay that I get angry. It's okay that I smoke weed. It's okay that I drink alcohol. It's okay that I'm a polyamorous. It's okay that... So all the work that is being done with all the people who come in touch with me is mainly about how to deconstruct these labels and conditioning that we grew up with. Because I can create my own conditioning and I don't have to rebel for that. I don't have to make you wrong. So my parents have a conditioning. They bring me up with their conditioning.
Yeah.
When I hit my consciousness, I have a choice to keep building myself with their conditioning, or I can come up with my own conditioning. And if I come up with my own conditioning, they don't become wrong. I don't
Absolutely,
become right.
because they also were put into conditionings, right, by their parents, and it has been happening from generation to generation. Yeah.
So they are not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not right. I accept you, I love you, and I accept me and I love me. So the whole work is around acceptance, forgiveness.
Yes.
Whenever I was hurt by somebody, bringing more compassion for the other and for myself. And my favorite line, this is not the reality for the rest of my life. if I'm sad right now, the whole life I will not be sad because I can change it. So
True. Yeah.
yeah, so it's not the reality for the rest of my life.
फकीरा जी, और एक बात मैं आपसे इसके बारे में बात करना चाहूँगी, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है ये बहुत ज़रूरी है और हम बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली इसके बारे में बात नहीं करते। एक्सेप्टिंग योर ओन बॉडी, ओके। मेरी जर्नी आपके साथ यही वहीं से शुरू हुई है, तो इसको तो मैं बिल्कुल लाइक आई कांट लीव दिस टॉपिक एंड जस्ट फिनिश द शो, दैट्स व्हाई आई वांट यू to speak something about, like, you know, accepting your body. Where do people struggle, how do people struggle, and why do people struggle, and how to get out of it also.
See, people struggle because we collect a lot of labels. It starts from very little. कि नंगे मत घूमो, shame shame. अब ये जो शब्द shame है, ये बहुत छोटे से आपकी पीछे पूंछ की तरह लटक रहा है. So and then also जब हम तस्वीरें देखते हैं या सोशल मीडिया पे जाते हैं या टीवी देखते हैं, all those things make lot of images in our mind. Now mind lives on survival. Any situation, mind lives on survival. You must have heard this line many times, I will survive through it. Nobody says I will live through it.
Yeah, I'll survive.
So survival में और living में बहुत difference है. Now when all these images, when you know they are in our heads, then I start to form an image for myself that I would like to look like this or this or this. Why? Because this and this and this is accepted by the rest of the world. So even when I step out of the house, I look at myself in the mirror, but back of my head is, am I presentable enough for the world? There were many times, I remember when I used to live in a society, there were many times I would just, in my boxers, I would go to the market and bring things, and a lot of people will talk about me, that she doesn't know how, she doesn't have a sense of dressing. So I am covered. I am not naked. So what sense of dressing are you talking about? A sense of dressing that is acceptable by the majority of the society. That your body should look like this and you should wear clothes like that, and then you will be accepted. So when I'm not accepted by, and I'm constantly fed by images and labels, then it becomes very difficult process for me to start accepting my body. So, and body image takes a long time.
Yes.
Because your body is everything that you have. Your body is the way you connect with people, you shake hand or you hug. Your body is something that people look at the moment you meet them. So body is basically you carrying everywhere. So that journey is a little bit difficult journey for people, because you start at the age of say 2 or 3, or if you're lucky enough 4 or 5. It's very rare that you will not be touched by these things. So first of all, realizing, not understanding. Okay, understand, but after that you have to realize. So realizing that this construct is by this person or this person or this media or this social media. This is not my construct. My body is not their bodies. My body is my body. But it's very easy for me to talk like that, no? If I say, stand in front of the mirror and say that I love you, my body. Do you think your body image will change? It may have an impact, a little impact on it. But if you realize it from here and if you do it from here, it will definitely bring a little bigger impact. But eventually, what are you even accepting? You're accepting a part of you that does not accept this body. So if you're not able to accept the body that you have, at least begin from the step 1 is accept that you don't accept your body. do not reject that thought that I hate it, that I hate my body. Oh, I dislike my body. So in this, the process starts from there, that I accept that, yes, I would like to be like that. I would like to be in this kind of shape and size. So accept that that's what you've been wanting. And then the rest of the process starts. It takes time, Bobby. It takes time. It's not that easy. It's like, if somebody wants to say 100 people want to quit smoking overnight. Do you think all 100 can quit smoking overnight?
I don't think so.
If they really, really want to, they can. But out of 100, maybe one. So something would hit and that person would quit smoking. Similarly, when we are working on body acceptance, body image, this is how my body is and I love my body. Whatever it is mine. Whether I have 4 fingers, whether I have, I don't have any hair, or whether I'm dark, whether I have dark circles, whatever it is mine. And I love it and I accept it. So it may happen out of 1,000, out of 100, one person may get it just like that, but the rest 99, it's a process.
Long process.
It can be short, it can be long,
Oh, yeah.
it depends on person to person.
Absolutely, it does.
But if you really, really want to, you can really do.
Very nice. So ये जो हमने बातें करी अभी, like mostly is like it's all about mental health. So these are sessions, workshops. How it's based in design? Again, you design it person to person, or it's workshop? कैसे करते हो आप ये?
So it can be one-on-one basis, it can be online, it can be offline, it can be in a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of conversation, or it's more of exercises that you practice?
No, it's very much like direct application of what we would like to work on.
Okay.
Yeah. As I said that, when this person said that I would like to do something about my anxiety. So I said, okay, I'm your anxiety. Let's have a conversation. And then maybe few more things around anxiety. So one session could be a conversation. One session could be, I'm your anxiety and we're going shopping together. So it could be any random thing, honestly. Whatever comes intuitively, we do that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like designed specifically for specific people.
There
or
is no
different people,
design,
yeah.
it's just the intuition that works.
Okay. Okay, I'll go by that right now.
Spontaneously, I may say, okay, Bobby, right now we finish this, and then I would like you to go to a room full of students and just say, I love you to them. Random, very random.
Okay.
And it works.
I'm sure it does. Wow, brilliant. बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है मुझे ये कॉन्वर्सेशन. काश ये मतलब बहुत लंबा टाइम होता हमारे पास. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं हम हमारे जो नेक्स्ट जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है जानने के लिए, लाइक all the things that you do with so many people, it's a lot of energy exchange happening. So what do you do, your daily practice for yourself? What do you do for yourself? Like आप मेडिटेशन, जो हम बात करते हैं हर प्रोग्राम में, हर एपिसोड में मेडिटेशन के बारे में, तो आपका मेडिटेशन क्या है, कैसे करते हैं? और
the first thing is that, as I said, that I like to cater to my needs. Now, what does that mean? Like I have physical needs, I have emotional needs, mental needs, psychological needs, spiritual needs, whatever you can call it. Now, my body likes 8 hours of sleep. So I would like to give 8 hours of sleep to my body. And when I wake up, I clean the whole house. मैं झाड़ू लगाती हूँ, मैं पोछा लगाती हूँ, because जैसे, body has a mechanism that you wake up and like this is what happens to me. I wake up and I have to go to the toilet.
yeah,
Because my body wants to cleanse itself. So the way I clean myself, the body has a mechanism to cleanse from inside, and then I shower and I feel so amazing when I shower. I wear washed clothes Similarly, I feel the house feels so amazing. And in that house, my body feels so amazing. And then my mood feels so amazing. So it's very important for me, and this is my opinion, that I would like to keep my house and my surroundings clean. And that's what I do. Then I do light one diya. I love fire element, I love water element, whatever, like all the elements, and I start the day with the fire element. And on meditation, like, what is meditation? For me, meditation is a tool.
Yeah.
What is that tool? I am at point A. It's like car. कि मैं point A से point B पे जाना है, तो मुझे कार point A से point B ले जाती है physically. So similarly, when I have to go from point A to point B, what is that point B? Then I'm fully aware, I'm fully conscious. So meditation helps me in that. So there is no set practice that I have.
Okay.
As such to meditate, but I live meditation in the sense that I'm very authentic and honest. Some people find me very intimidating because I'm very honest and very authentic. But it's not that I'm saying you are wrong. I'm also not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that this is how I see it. It's very simple. And so my conversations with people are very authentic. I try my best to be considerate of all the people around me. Like when I'm with my daughter alone, there's a way that we live together. When I come to my parents' house, I would like to consider them. What are their needs? And am I suppressing something? What are my needs? So I cater to their needs and I cater to my needs. So constantly being aware of what's happening around me.
Yeah.
And being conscious about it, and just being with people without any fear of any judgment, fear of I will be wrong. So then it becomes very simple and easy that I said it all, you receive whatever you want to receive. You're not wrong, I'm not right, I'm not wrong, you're not right. So that's my practice.
Staying in conscious all the time.
Yeah. Very
Aware,
considerate, very aware, and very loving, very accepting. Checking in. Very important, checking in.
Yes, it is.
Even with my child. Anybody around me. I don't treat my child as, oh, she's 12 and she's my child. No, she's an individual. She can express. So I would check in. So checking in with people around me, and yeah, I'm doing my own thing, and not suppressing is very important. That you're not suppressing any. See, sometimes we become people pleaser.
Yeah, we do.
So I will please you, and the moment I'm pleasing you, I'm suppressing something in me. So that is very important for me, that I would love to do this for you, but not from the space of being pleaser.
Sure.
Maybe I will do it 2 days later. And if your need is today, then I would like to check in with me. Can I do it? So that authenticity, that honest conversation with myself and with people around me, for me, that's my meditation.
Nice. Very nice. As expected. Different, very different. Wow, thank you so much for giving us so much of gyan on so many things.
No, can I say something
yeah,
on that?
sure.
I didn't give you any gyan. You had it in you. I just triggered it a little bit.
Okay, I'll take it that way. Wow. So बहुत मज़ा आया आपसे बात करके. काश और लंबा वक्त होता है जिसको हम स्ट्रेच कर सकते हैं और प्लेस कर सकते हैं. हम ये ऑफ कैमरा कर लेंगे वैसे. लेकिन अभी के लिए we have to be thanking you for your time. Really, really precious, valuable time.
Thank you so much, Bobby.
Thank you so much for coming. तो ये थी हमारे साथ फ़कीरा. जैसे ही मैंने शुरुआत में बोला कि बहुत ही अनोखा, जितना अनोखा इनका नाम है उतनी अनोखी इनकी बातें और उतना ही अनोखा इनका प्रैक्टिस. तो आई होप सो कि आपने बहुत लाभ उठाया होगा. अगर नहीं तो जैसे मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ, प्लीज़ रिवाइंड कीजिए, देखिए, नहीं समझ में आया फिर से रिवाइंड कीजिए और ऐसे करते रहिए, क्योंकि मैंने बहुत लाभ उठाया है इनसे और इनके ज्ञान से फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम, ओके, जो इनको भी नहीं पता है। तो आप भी उठाइए, और अगर आप डायरेक्टली इनसे कांटेक्ट करना चाहते हैं या इनके साथ सेशंस और एनी वे लाइक यू वांट हेल्प फ्रॉम हर, आप हमारे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स पे जाइए, वहाँ पे इनके डिटेल्स होंगे, प्लीज़ चेक करिए और मेक द मोस्ट आउट ऑफ इट। थैंक यू सो मच।